Hey, oh, folks! Back to the story of Laura Owens. This is not the bankruptcy case. This is the criminal case. And all of a sudden, despite everything she said about never having had a job for 36 years in her bankruptcy filing, in the criminal filing, now she changes her mind again. Welcome to the show.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Oh, raise them horns, old Judge King in a crown of thorns. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus.
Yeah. Now, this time it might actually get her current attorney in the criminal case in a bit of a trouble, because he still has to do due diligence, and he knows, or should know, about his client's bankruptcy applications. He should know about the Mike Maraschini. He should know. Because you really can't have yourself in the dark this much, can you? But let's take a reading here from the latest filing from Laura Owens in the Superior Court of the State of Arizona, Maricopa County, Arizona v. Laura Michelle Owens, motion for declaration of indigency and eligibility for court-appointed experts and investigations. Defendant Laura Owens, through her attorney, hereby respectfully request that this court, pursuant to rules 6.4, 6.7a, and 15.9 Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, issue an order declaring her indigent, meaning has no means, has no funds, broke, and eligible for court-appointed assistance in the preparation of her defense. And none of this is surprising. She's done it before. But then, yeah, let's see what they put in here. The indictment includes 14 felony counts, and if convicted at trial, Ms. Owens could be facing decades in prison. Defendant is currently unemployed and living with her parents at their home, where they assist her with all of her living expenses. Prior to 2025, when charges was originally brought in the previous case, Ms. Owens has had a good job and a solid income. Really? That's not what she told the bankruptcy court. For the bankruptcy court, she has said that she never have had any income. That the businesses where she portrays herself as founder and CEO, no, that was a mistake. She really is just a handy marketing person, unsalaried. So, what's this job? And I assume, because the case, even though she voluntarily dismissed this with prejudice, the bankruptcy thing, she still swore under oath she had nothing. and never had, and has always been relied. She has always relied upon her parents for housing, money, food, car, stuff like that. So, where does this come from? Again, Mr. Christian Loiders from Guardian Law Group, you need to do some due diligence here, because this here is filed with the court through her attorney. So she can't stop lying. All right. However, she has since lost all previous sources of income and completely relies on her family for financial support. They don't have anything to spare. All of her savings, she never had any. Assets, not hers, etc., has been expended on her multiple legal battles, including this case. She has, in the Mike Maricini case, she's going pro se because she says she has no money. Mr. What's his face? Ginger Ass. He worked pro bono. So this is going back a few years. And also, it says nothing here, like her parents say in their bankruptcy filing, that they have an adult daughter with autism living at home. I don't see that here. While defendant's parents provide the bulk of her support, including providing Ms. Owens with a monthly allowance to cover the expenses listed in the affidavit of financial information. Oh, there's an affidavit. Oh, that will be interesting. They themselves are currently in federal bankruptcy proceedings. Oh, for the time being, because they aren't truthful either. While it's not listed in the affidavit, it should be noted that victim Clayton Eckert was awarded $200,000 in attorney's fees and costs against Ms. Owen in the family paternity matter. That debt is still outstanding against Ms. Owens. An income defendant receives, and any assets she acquires are subject to garnishment toward the payment of that debt. Now, that's the first I've heard that her income is garnished. I don't recall that from the joint motion to dismiss with prejudice. Now, if any of you guys know about that, tell me in the comment section. Ms. Owens now respectfully requests this court to declare her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance in the preparation of her defense. This will include the assistance of an expert in digital forensics and may include additional experts such as an investigator and or a mitigation expert. Well, regardless of what she says here, yeah, she is going to need it. And even though it's Laura Owens, every defendant is presumed innocent and should have a proper defense. So I don't mind if the court gives it to her. What I mind is how she claims to be indigent. Because there are some alleged facts here that simply seems to be not true. The defendant submits that, as with all other indigent defendants, the specific assistance will be obtained through the Office of Court-Appointed Counsel. Discussion, Rule 6.4, yada, yada, yada. She's entitled to the assistance of an investigator, experts, and the funds needed for this assistance. Yeah. Nothing weird about that. Da-da-da. Equal protection clauses. Da-da-da. Nothing new there. State week nap. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Conclusion: for the foregoing reasons, defendant hereby respectfully requests this court issue its order declaring her indigent and eligible for court-appointed assistance. Respectfully submitted. Bam, bam, bam. Now let's see here if we can find the affidavit. Okay, that has to be I will find that and present that to you guys in a separate video. But either way, this will be interesting. And it seems like with this filing, they're going to try. They would, because if she was honest about the plea deal that she was offered, who may or may not be extended a bit, it seems like, there's not going to be. We're headed for trial, folks. We are headed for trial. Laura, you're screwed. Royally. But thank you for the entertainment. Thank you for the entertainment. Now, I would, if she is now declared indigent, meaning she really has no money, I don't think the court should allow her travel anymore. Because now, when she has officially declared herself as indigent in the criminal case, now she might be a flight risk. So yeah, I hope that the prosecution opposes any travel going forward. But we never know. Either way, we're headed towards trial. It will probably happen this fall. Maybe. You don't know with criminal cases. But it will be interesting to see if they choose to counterfile here, because especially regarding her parents' bankruptcy and everything. Where do the Owens family get their money from? Because they claim to be broke, and yet they seem to have money to travel all around the country. Isn't that strange? Either way, thanks for listening in. You all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus.